Guys, in this video I'm going to be covering BMR and calorie intake. Lots of people ask me, what does BMR stand for? BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. What this is, it's your calories burned at rest rate. There's a series of formulas. There's a male one and a female one. I'm going to do the male one first, or men's one, and we're going to use me as an example so you get an idea of how to use it. It's really straightforward. You do 13.7 times your weight in kilos, which 86 for me. Then you do your height times 5, so I'm 178 times 5, 890. Then you do 6.8 times your age, I'm 30. And it gives you these three figures. On a male's one, you've got to add 66 plus the first two, then minus the 204. The answer I got was 1864.2. So that's my basal metabolic rate. To get my calorie intake, I've got to use a Harrisbenedict formula. The Harrisbenedict formula coincides with the BMR. You've got 5 ratios to work with, okay? So the 1.2 is someone who's not very active at all, so an office worker who's just not on their feet that much. The second one is slightly active. So again, it could be an office worker, but could be an active office worker, if that makes sense. The third one, which I've highlighted, is the everyday person, okay? That's someone who's does a bit of shopping here and there, you know, does maybe one sport a week, tries to just be on their toes all day. The last two, the fourth one could be football team, netball team, things like that, hockey team, rowing team. Number 5 is your gym goer. He goes 6 times a week. That's a really dedicated person, very intense, borderline athlete, if not, could be an athlete. So I've done it to the 1.55 just so you can get a nice figure and grading from it. So with me, what you do is you do your 1846.2 times 1.55. So my calorie intake, just to maintain, to function as a human, is 2,889 calories and 51. If you want to be pedantic, you could round it up to 2,900 or again 2,800. With a female or woman, it's slightly different. So you've got to start. It's a different weight, height and age formula. So you've got to do 9.6 times their weight, which is 55. I've done it, like I said earlier, as an average. You may be a bit bigger, a bit smaller. Doesn't really matter, you still get the right figures. Height is done by 1.8 times height, sorry. So I've done for a 165, so that's about 5'5". Then age is 4.7, and I've done 25. Again, whatever your age is, put it in. So on this one, you have to add 655 plus your response from the first two answers, and then minus the bottom one. Their total, or this average person, female total, is 1362.5. Then once you've done that again, it's back to the Harrisbenedict formula. On this one, it's exactly the same formula. So for someone who's not very active, this is 1.2, blah blah blah, but we want to go on your moderately active. So on this person, 2,111. If you want to be pedantic, 2,100. So that's your calorie intake. So now, whatever your age, height, weight, you can work out what your calorie intake is. Off subject of slightly on that, people ask me, how much calories do I need to lose weight? How many calories do I need to put on weight? It's a bit of a grey area. If you want to be consistent and not yo-yo back and up and down, rule of thumb, loose rule of thumb, is to put a calorie deficit to 200 to 300 calories. So again, I've done about 250. So it's about 2,600 calories. If I do any more, let's say 500, I'm restricting food I want to eat. So I worked out 250 calories. That could be 3 extra biscuits a day when you're having a coffee, an extra, say you drink 5 cups of coffee a day, 2 sugars in each coffee, you know, bits like that really make a difference. So slight changes, you could easily get that 250 deficit. It's the same with females as well. Guys mainly, some women do as well, they want to gain weight, they want to gain muscle and things like that. 500 calories, and it's clean calories as well. It's not just putting 5 sugars in your coffees and things like that. It's around 500 calories, okay? So with me, it'll be 3,400 calories. That's surprisingly hard to eat clean as well. And with the average female I've done, 2,600, okay? Any questions on that, drop me a line or DM me. I'm getting used to this video stuff, alright? Thanks for watching.